are live.
All right, we live.
All right.
Welcome to Open Up Forum, where we talk about anything and everything, and we give you a spiritual perspective on it. This man to my This man to my left, Ronald McConaughey, my co-host,
As always,
and I'm Sean Wilson.
sometimes.
Sometimes I got an alias. Yeah. But anyway,
when you cross state lines.
we here, we
Going
back.
up to Connecticut.
Yeah. Cross state line. Cross state lines, I become Joe Whitney. I'm a Christian, y'all. But when we cross the state, Connecticut.
That cracks me up.
Inside joke. Y'all got to excuse
We
us.
gotta be there. We do
Yeah,
something.
we got it.
But it's good to be black.
Yeah, in
Good to
America.
be back.
Yeah. We good, man. We coming back from a little hiatus.
Little.
It was long.
It was long.
But yeah, we come back. And, I know we want to get right down to business. We really want to talk about.
But I miss.
He see
being up here.
changing it up. You miss it.
No, I miss being up here. I know you do too.
Yeah, I do.
And thanks to all of the people that was reaching out to us to get us back
Mhm.
to come back on. Appreciate everybody. And again, if you like the content, we truly appreciate everybody. Just hit the bell, subscribe.
Yep, subscribe.
Greatly appreciate that. We can't pay you.
Also comment, because if you hit your comments, man, we could, if you have any questions or anything we talk about, you could just hit comments and we'll answer them as soon as we can.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So
hopefully we'll have everything set up where they can call in a couple of weeks. Right?
yeah, we should be we working on that too. So if y'all call in, keep us in mind and watch us, and we say call in.
Last week we talked about the Sean Combs situation. We talked about how all of these stars are falling. Falling stars, right? And we talked about how they're good, right? They're good is scrutinized and overshadowed by when you make one mistake, and then all of the good that you did goes out the window. So the word says to come to mind to me is let not your good be evil spoken of.
That's the word.
That's what comes to my mind. But today, of course, we got to talk about the election.
Yeah, it's getting down to nitty gritty.
Yeah, you voting on your in-person vote, right?
Yeah, I'm in person voting because
you're voting on election day.
I'm gonna vote on election day. I thought about, believe it or not, voting today. But I do know some of the people that because I'm a regular voter, but I like conversing with the people who work at the facility of giving up their time and making sure people vote, get everybody registered and everybody clear on how to vote. I like conversing with them people. Most of the time, it's our senior citizens, women who
they do a fantastic job.
Yeah, women and men who do a great job in making sure people vote. I love talking to them, and even though and one of them my cousin, so I see her every time I go. Yeah, right here, Rahway, New Jersey. So we that's why I mainly wanted to go there. I did think about early voting, but people who take advantage of the early voting, I'm not mad. I'm not mad that you get it out the way, do what you got to do to vote for your candidate, because we got two candidates. We got Kamala Harris and her vice president candidacy, Tim Walz, and you got Donald Trump.
Right.
You got Donald Trump and his, what is it, Vance?
JD Vance.
JD Vance. You got so you got two, and it's for the presidency. But don't disregard, senators and all that if that's in your state right now, because I know some states that got senators that's being voted in. I know Texas, they voting for the senator. So don't take full advantage all over the world, all over the United States of America, the nation.
Yeah, so a big event.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I think this is key and very important.
Where you at with it?
to be honest with you, I see Kamala Harris doing a lot, saying how she want to improve the country, how she want to bring people together. Because I know, because for me personally, Trump tends to divide. Trump tends to divide people, and I'm not about division. I'm about us coming together as a nation and overcoming a lot of stuff that we have problems with, or any problems that we have, from the littlest problem to the biggest one. I said right now we got 2 wars going on in other parts of the country that necessarily affects us. It does affect us in other ways.
It does.
It does. It does affect us in other ways. And then we got climbing prices of groceries, from groceries to cars to homes.
Yeah, but that's one of the things that she said she's going to fix, and it's not what he said he's going to fix. He talks about it.
He talks about it.
This is the thing that really absolutely just tickles me about Trump. They ask him questions, he don't respond. He don't answer the question. He responds to the question, right?
Yeah.
And then he does this thing where he talk about
yeah, the hand waving. I can't. I protect the women. I'm gonna protect them whether they like it or not.
Whether they like it. First of all, you can't say that.
Yeah.
That's stalker stuff. Am I right or wrong? That's stalker stuff.
Yeah,
there's a song that goes on time too. So when you look at this thing here, the 2 candidates, Harris and Trump. Trump was supposed to just run away with it. In certain states, we know, like states like Nebraska, he's going to win that easy. Wyoming, forget about it. Utah, give it to Trump. States, most of the predominantly Republican states, they all said he was going to just, and definitely the Southern.
Yeah, the Southern.
Put it like this: every Southern state that has a negative history dealing with minorities, Trump is supposed to win that.
Yeah,
hands down, right?
Yeah.
So how come now we look at the data coming in and we're not seeing that domination that was predicted early on when he first started running against Harris? I'm not talking about Biden, because Biden, he was struggling. He was struggling even with Biden.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. He was struggling even with Biden. And that's my dude right there. Right?
Yeah, I like Biden.
So when you look at the demographics as they break down every state and all, you know how they do that, all of the this group, this age group, and this ethnic group and all that. When you look at that, what do you think is propelling people in this election to change that narrative of domination for Trump?
I think people are tired of it, or fed up at what they seeing, because I think they're just tired of the antics, tired of the lies, and want to do something better for the country. I honestly do believe that. I think because all Trump do to me is lie. He lied without knowing he's lying, and he try to, like, for instance, he's trying to flip it on Kamala.
Bro, what? He's talking about listen.
He trying to flip it, man.
We as believers, we know you have a right to vote for who you want to vote for. This is America.
Yeah,
you have the right. We're not telling you don't vote for who you don't want to vote for. We're not telling you to vote for who you don't want to vote for. We're telling you to vote for whoever you feel led to vote for. But I would say, let the evidence of your decision be weighed before you vote.
Oh yeah.
All right. Because a lot of people have already made up in their mind they're going to vote this way. So where's the evidence that supports your decision to vote like that?
Yeah.
Weigh that. Weigh that. Do your, what do you call it, checklist, the pros and cons checklist. Do that pros and cons checklist. Please, people.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Do that pros and cons checklist. Because when you do the side-by-side comparison, I mean, it's like night and day.
It is. To
It's
me,
it's Jimmy Kimmel, and we talked about this before.
love Jimmy.
Love Jimmy Kimmel.
Love Jimmy Kimmel.
He basically put on a clinic of comparison between Trump and Harris.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He basically put on a clinic, breaking it down like, this is what Trump has said.
Mm-hmm.
This is what he has done.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Kamala Harris has said.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Kamala Harris has done. When you look at the evidence of the two candidates, it is obvious that, number one,
Mm-hmm.
Trump is not, he's not like he was in 2016.
Oh, no.
Not mentally. He's worse than Joe Biden.
I think he got worse.
He's way worse than Joe Biden.
I'm saying since 2016, he got
And
worse.
character-wise, he's gotten much worse.
Mm-hmm.
Character-wise, I mean, the evidence between the two is so ridiculously lopsided.
Yeah, it is.
Because number one, I mean, there's people say, well, she's never been president. Duh.
Yes,
She's the vice president.
Exactly.
But she sees how the presidency is supposed to work.
Yeah.
Now, they weren't saying that when Trump ran in 2016. Oh, he's never been president.
That's what I'm saying.
They weren't saying that.
No.
I said, give him a chance. Okay, so wouldn't that apply to her?
Yeah.
Give her a chance.
That's it. My thing is, if you really look at it, Trump came from a businessman, got to politics. His first job as a politician was the presidency.
First job.
First job
As a politician.
First job.
And he almost destroyed America.
They almost destroyed it.
He almost ruined America.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a friend that's a Trump lover. He was Trump loving, Trump supporting, diehard Trump fan. And you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we have conversations all the time. And man, I tell you, he was saying, man, Trump was giving us, what was it, $600 checks? I want y'all to listen to this. Because I told him this. And don't take my word for it. Go look it up for yourself. The Democrats wanted to give them $1,200.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to get the American people $1,200 during the crisis.
Yeah.
$1,200 a month.
We talking about the
Not a week.
which crisis?
A month.
We talking about COVID, right?
COVID.
Okay.
$1,200 a month.
Talking about COVID.
During the time of COVID, $1,200 a month for 10 months, I think. What, 10 months? I think it was 10 months. For 10 months. And I said, that's about right. That'll do.
Mm-hmm.
If we can't get back on our feet after something like this, and you're getting $1,200 a month for 10 months, and they're scaling back everything, something's wrong with that individual.
Mm-hmm.
The Republicans ended up giving us $600, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't want to give us $600. You know what they wanted to give us?
How much?
$200.
$200.
$200. During the hardest times in American history, during this modern era, $200 a month.
But I specifically
Sean,
remember. I specifically remember that it was Pelosi who pushed the issue.
Yes, the Democrats.
She's the head of the Democrats at the time, and she pushed the issue because people was out here suffering.
Exactly. So what does that tell you?
Yeah.
And think about this, and this is documented. You can look this up as well. During the time of COVID, it has now been disclosed that the rich made over $700 billion, while the poor and the middle class lost. You go ahead and vote for Trump. Go ahead.
And now he's talking about, this was killing me. He's talking about tariffs hikes. He's talking about raising. You know what that do to us?
Board, yeah.
That means these corporations gonna have to hike up the price for us because the tariff hikes. 20%.
His tax plan is all geared toward the rich.
Yeah.
And geared to you and I.
Yeah.
You and I.
Doom, doom. But it just don't make sense. That as far as that, and then he got Elon Musk talking about
why
we gonna suffer.
Why?
I guess he gonna take care of that.
Yeah, isn't he supposed to be on his team?
He talking, yeah. And he saying we gonna suffer.
And he's telling everybody
for a
that
short
Trump's plan
period.
is going to cause us to suffer, but he's on this thing.
Yeah,
That makes absolutely no sense.
I said, man.
I appreciate the honesty, though.
Yeah, I appreciate the honesty
because
too,
we
but
got to get it from somewhere. Because we sure not getting it from Trump.
we ain't getting it from him.
I think
this
Vance
time.
is a little bit more honest than Trump.
I don't know about that, man. I think Vance is a puppet. Vance is gonna say what they tell
Yeah,
Vance to
I don't know
say.
about that. But
He a
listen, I
puppet.
voted already, so I did my civic duty. I did what I was supposed to do as an American citizen.
Man, I will be voting
and I am so happy I am.
Tuesday
because
morning.
The adrenaline rush that you get, right? And then you look at what's happening in this country. We are on the verge of making history.
Yep, it's a historical event.
History. Now I know that there's some men who are going to vote, and this is kind of twisted, but I get where they're coming from. They're going to vote for her, not necessarily because they disagree with Trump, because Trump is a man, right? But they're going to vote for her because she's a woman. And in their mind, they're same thing with President Obama. You heard what people were saying when some people were saying they were voting for him because they wanted to see if he failed, it was going to set black people back X amount of years, right? They'll never see the presidency again. So you got men who are going to vote for her. And I know because they said this. Because if she doesn't succeed, it's going to put a damper on every woman that runs for president from that point on. So she's going to be on a lot of pressure if she wins.
Oh yeah, she is. It's pressure. It's going to be. I think it's going to be a little more pressure because she's a woman and because she's the first female president, not only female but black.
Yeah, well, she's not the first female president. Well, she will be the first. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. She will be the first female president. I'm thinking about first female candidate running for president.
Right. She ain't the first. Yeah, she ain't the first.
Yeah, she will be the first female president.
She will be the first female president.
Aren't you intrigued by that though?
I love it. I love it.
Love it.
Ain't no intrigue. I love it. I'm like, it's always a first for everything, man. Yeah. And we just have the courage to stand by her, stand with her, because it just because she the president, that don't mean it's gonna work. So that's why we gotta give her our support every step of the way.
I
through not just at the beginning, but through
all
her whole term.
Her
whole term.
And I think that we should take the same mentality that people took with Trump when he ran in 2016. Give him a chance.
Give him a chance.
Give her a chance.
Give her a chance.
Give her a chance. He's never been president before. Give him a chance. She's never been president before. Give her a chance. Right? Give her a chance.
But we will know Wednesday. We'll know Wednesday.
We will know.
We will know.
And right now, I mean, what's going on in these states that were supposed to be dominant votes for Trump, just overwhelming majority of Trump support.
Well, Biden did win Georgia.
I'm seeing
2020.
Yeah,
2020.
Trump started beating them up this month, this year in the election when Biden started making all those mental gaps, right?
Yeah.
Struggling, pronouncing words. Right?
Yeah, that's excuse.
Losing his thought.
Yeah. See, you just lost it.
I didn't lose my thought. I just mispronounced the word.
That's it. That's all the Biden been doing. I just think it was brave for Biden to do what he did. He knew.
Oh, he's going down in the history book.
Yeah,
he's going down in the history books for that, brother.
To do what he did,
putting the country before himself in the party,
put the country before itself, and said, "You know
what? That's what we love about America." Right? Yeah, that's it. What do we say about the NFL?
Yeah,
we love the fact that in the NFL you can be a first-round draft pick and still get cut.
Yeah,
we love that, right? And what we say about the politics in America, Biden just proved that politics in America can be about the people and not about the person.
That's it. Got to be about the people.
It ain't about your privilege, brother.
Yeah, got to be about the people. If you don't care about the people, guess what? The people will vote you out.
Yes, sir.
Like, oh, you don't care about me?
I love the fact that when you look at Harris's speeches, what she talks about, and Tim Walz. So, man,
Yeah,
I don't know who that guy was.
Yeah, I ain't know he was.
But when I heard him, it took me like 2 or 3 speeches to hear, this guy really listened to him. After 2 or 3 speeches, I heard him. I was like, this guy's original. He's authentic.
I could tell this
is not scripted.
Yeah, it ain't. Because he's a people person.
Yeah.
When you look at his resume, teacher, football coach, in the Senate, whatever, he's a people person.
Yes, he is.
He gonna tell you like it is.
Yes, he is.
That's it. You see, I see young people gravitating to him in his own state
because he's a teacher.
When he's
teachers have that effect.
The young people, If you're a good teacher, you're gonna have that effect on your students and the people around you.
You don't like JD Vance?
No, I don't like him. Nope. To me, he's just a puppet. I don't like the fact. This is what I don't like the fact about JD Vance. the fact that JD Vance was criticizing Trump 4 years ago.
All of those cats were criticizing Trump.
Yeah,
Marco
but
Rubio,
he was saying Trump was doing it wrong.
All of them.
How you just gonna come up there and say now? How you gonna come here and tell me now he doing? You just misunderstanding him. I said, well, you misunderstood him a lot last 4 years ago. Come on, man. But he's even worse than he is now. So now we misunderstanding him.
Yeah. So
come on, man. You can't.
The person that
can't tell me that, man.
I'm that way with Nikki Haley.
Nikki Haley?
Greatly disappointed, man. I'm greatly disappointed in what she did, man. Greatly.
Nikki Haley, what she do? What she do?
Was
explain.
On point, telling the truth about Trump. On point. And she said that she wouldn't support him. And then she turned around and she did. She did. And she's trying to get her voters to vote for Trump. And that's disappointing because if she, I said this I told you this before. During that primary, the Republican primary, if she would have just stayed in a little longer, just a little longer, she'd have set herself up so perfectly for the next election.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, the Republican Party would have.
She ain't have
because
money.
She was doing something
that
no other Republican candidate was doing. She was taking it to Trump.
I don't know. Christie was taking it to Trump too. The people just don't like Christie.
Well,
Christie was giving them business. He's still giving them the business.
No, I'm talking about with the votes. It's about the votes. She wasn't winning the states, but she was getting like 10% here, 15% there, 7% here. Everybody else was getting like 2%. Well, they were like milk, 2% milk.
I was liking Nikki the way she was talking though. I like it
because she was on point. She was telling the truth.
She was,
especially when she dropped that knowledge about Trump running up the deficit.
But
a lot of people didn't know that.
Yeah,
a lot of people didn't know that.
Yeah, but
I tell you, bro, I thought it would be.
Let me tell you something. I like Nikki better than I do JD Vance. I tell you that.
Well, a lot of people say Trump made a mistake in that, but Trump
made a mistake in what?
In picking JD Vance.
Yeah, he let his son pick JD Vance. His son did that.
Which one?
The oldest one, Junior.
Junior.
He did that.
I don't know why Trump did that.
Trump like, I don't care who y'all pick. He ain't gonna make a difference.
I think
that's how big-headed Trump is. All that pride he got.
He do got a lot of pride. But I think the reality is that this election has set America on a path. And I you know what? It was Joe Biden's move of stepping aside because of his health concerns.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people was really worried about his health. He's 81. And they were really worried about his health. Trump is in worse mental. Hear me out now. Listen to me.
I got you.
I'm talking to the people.
Okay,
Trump he's in worse physical and mental condition than Joe Biden. Don't take my word for it, brother. Don't take my word for it, sister. Look at his rallies. Listen to this man speak. Remember that thing he did with the garbage truck he missed the whole entire handle. Had to go back and grab it again. There's a person if he's in peak physical condition, is he gonna miss it the first time around?
Yeah, he ain't.
No,
I ain't gonna miss it.
Remember what I told y'all before?
What's that?
This is when I knew something was wrong with Trump. What 70-plus-year-old man in peak physical condition can't drink a glass of water with one hand? Last summer, Joe Biden was drinking a tall glass of lemonade, had his other hand in the pocket with his shades on. One hand. Trump is like this. He's like this with half a glass. Like the glass is like this big, and he's using both his hands. I'm like, really, bro? And you're trying to tell me he's in peak physical condition?
Baby.
I know 3-year-olds that can do that. You know them too.
Ain't got no more kids in my house. Ain't got no more kids.
No, but we remember.
Yeah, I remember. They take their little cup, 2 hands.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited because I see the enthusiasm. I see people on fire, man. Just like talking and look at this at the polls. I don't know if you've been checking this out, but the violence at the polls is coming from which side?
The what?
Which side?
The
violence at the polls is coming from which side?
Oh yeah, Republican side.
Republican side. But it's a love fest, y'all.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I just don't see or understand why people would choose one side over the other.
And
you know what I'm talking about.
In Christ, we're not supposed to be registered Democrats or registered Republicans. We're supposed to be independent. We're supposed to vote for whoever is the best candidate.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
And it's not just based on policy. It's also, and this, I told you this before, I'm glad to see pastors talking about the character of the candidate more now than they were talking about the policies.
Mm-hmm.
Policies matter, but policies change. And they change through the law. And that can happen like that.
Mm-hmm.
Character, on the other hand, character doesn't change through the law.
No.
Y'all think about this is wisdom. This is deep stuff right here. We dropped some knowledge right here. This is mad science.
Oh yeah.
Remember this.
This is
share with your kids.
Yeah, put it on you. Make discussions out of this. Yeah, make some discussions. I might. But what we got 5 days. What is it? It's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh, we only have 3 days. 3 days. 3 days.
And I rise again. I'm trying to tell you. When you look at this election, I'm so glad I voted, so I don't have to stand in that line, man.
Ain't no line.
I can't do it, man. No, that line gonna be mad crazy long, bro.
It ain't gonna be long.
It's gonna be long.
You go early, and ain't nobody there.
If you can get there,
I'll get there early. I go before I go to work.
I pray you do.
I go before I go to work.
But as long as you vote, that's the thing. As long as you vote. Some people can do lines, some people can't.
Mine ain't gonna be no line. I'll be that first one in there. They be like, "Hey, Sean." I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" With a coffee. With a coffee.
With a donut. With a coffee and a donut.
With a coffee, yeah.
And it's another thing. If you're gonna go vote in person, if you haven't voted already, like myself, if you're gonna do like Vaughn and go,
do like
Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
I'm talking about my boy Vaughn. If you do like Sean and go vote in person, know this is the law. You cannot be in line telling people who to vote for. You can't do that. That's against the law. You cannot go in with any kind of apparel that's representing a candidate. You can't do that. You can't go in with your Trump hats on or your Harris hats on. Can't go in with the Trump shirt on or your Harris shirt. Can't do it. That's against the law. It's a violation.
Man, just go in there and vote. Get your I voted sticker. Come on at it.
That's it. You know you're proud of who you're supporting, but don't get yourself in any trouble by
especially
going
legal trouble. We don't need no legal
breaking the
trouble.
law. I saw that video the lady talking about. She was just telling people to stay in line. She was just telling people to encourage them. And I noticed that they picked that video up from a point.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't pick it up from the point where she was actually going from person to person because the people that she was talking to actually called the cops. They were the ones that called the cops. No, I didn't see them people on that video at all. I started thinking, why is that?
Yeah,
I was just trying to tell them to stay in line. No, you wasn't. Cops are not going to come and tell you to stop telling people to stay in line and vote.
Right.
You got it. That's not breaking the law.
No.
It's when you start telling people who to vote for.
That's breaking the law.
That's breaking the law. Then the guy in Texas fighting because they told him you couldn't come in with the hat on. You had to take your hat off and then come in and vote.
Oh, okay.
And he got upset.
That was in Texas.
That was in Texas.
Yeah, he
What
about
about
to.
the young kid in Florida
Oh yeah, yeah. I seen that.
with the machete?
Yeah, with the machete. Man, why that violence? Why that violence? It ain't gotta be no violence. To vote? Come on. Really? Really? We don't need the violence. Man.
It's kind of like they are not really looking at it from the perspective of this is a free environment, and they're making it an unfree environment because what they're doing is they're harassing the people who are there to vote freely. It's a form of intimidation. It's
That's
a form
what it
of
is.
harassment, right? And this is why law officials take it very serious, because you wouldn't want to experience that if you was going to take a driving test, would you?
That's true.
You wouldn't want that.
That's true.
You wouldn't be able to really concentrate.
And I think this is like tactics we gotta look out for.
It is.
It is because
You're right about that.
We already see Trump coming out saying
They cheated.
about they cheating already. There's stuff at the polls that should be enforced and all this stuff. They already trying to flip it already. They trying to flip it. They already trying to say they pushing out that they up in the polls tremendously. They already won. They talking like that. They already won because they setting it up. I think Christie said this. I think he was on the View.
Okay, I didn't see it, but
He said, "Yeah, I saw." He said,
"He does the View a lot."
Yeah, he said that this is all a conspiracy or their way of saying, because if they do win, they say, "See, we was right," and if they lose, they gonna say, "See, we was trying to tell you they cheated."
Yeah.
I'm like, that's crazy.
I don't see him winning.
I don't see him winning
with the level of excitement.
Yeah,
because there's no excitement coming from the Republican Party. Check this out. And this is documented. You can look it up. Early voting. They started about, the Republicans are doing much better with early voting this year, and they're killing it, and they cut into the Democrats' ties and all that stuff. The lead that the Democrats had, and they tied them and all that stuff, and now they're taking the lead in certain states. And here's the difference. They found out, because they stopped talking about that later. And here's why. Because they found out that the early voters for the Republican Party were just people who voted in 2020. There was no new registered voters coming to vote early. On the Democratic side, however, those are actually new voters coming to vote early. Okay. So all of a sudden, you don't hear early voting talk on the Republican side too much.
No.
Because they realize that you're not going to bring any new people into your party until you fix your party.
Yeah, fix your party.
And I agree with the Republicans who are voting for Harris. This is a good way to send a message to the people in your party. We need to fix our party.
Yep. Yeah.
If we don't get it together, we won't have a party.
Yep.
You see?
Because I think what's happening, you got your conservative Republicans, you got conservative ones, and then you got your MAGA. What they calling your MAGA.
Those are the radicals.
Those the radicals. Those the ones who, we live by Trump. We follow Trump to the end. It's all about Trump. It's all about
Trump.
MAGA.
Trump.
They crazy.
Trumpet.
They crazy. I don't understand it. I don't get it. You got Republicans that's going to back Kamala now. Who said they was going to back Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Liz Cheney.
Father, yeah.
Right. So you got and even more prominent Republicans are going to vote for Kamala Harris, because people, if you're not paying attention, the man lies to you like every single day. I never met anybody that lied like that.
And I also think.
I mean, look.
I also think that he's looking for revenge. He's looking for revenge for the people who.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Once if he get elected, bro, he going right after them people who betrayed him, that he felt betrayed him.
That would be half the country.
That I'm telling you. I'm like, everybody who was sat next to him at one time.
I don't think he that crazy.
He that crazy. Everybody who sat next to him and say, and they changed their mind and said,
I don't think he that
this
crazy.
joker crazy. I'm
He
getting
said-
out.
he
He
said-
said, I'm going after them. He gonna go after them. He's a revenge game. He going after all. He done named quite a few people already who he going after.
Well, number one, Nancy Pelosi. He can't go after her.
Well, I'm talking about people who was in his party.
Adam Schiff, right? I think his name Adam Schiff or Adam Schiff, something like that.
I'm talking about guys who was in his party. I ain't even talking about them
people in his
Yeah.
party.
Yeah,
Like
who betrayed him.
Who?
I can't think of them.
Oh, you talking about the Republicans who switched them?
Yeah, they switched on him. They said, nah, man, we ain't gonna win.
He's not that crazy. Man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he gonna go after.
If he did that, he would
man.
ruin his. He would basically ruin the Republican Party forever.
Nah, he ain't gonna ruin it forever.
Forever.
But he ain't gonna win, so I ain't gotta worry about that part.
Now I'm not confident he's going to win. I'm pretty sure he's going to lose. Here's my problem with.
He ain't gonna win.
Here's my problem with Trump losing. The last time he lost, reports were that he locked himself in the room for like 3-4 days. Nobody knew what was going on with this guy. That don't sound like he took it well. You know
But he
what I mean?
gonna be in there. At least he ain't gonna be in the White House when he do it. That's all I'm saying. He do whatever he want at home. At least he ain't gonna be in the White House. I don't care what you say.
Now this
He gonna be at home. Do it at home.
My concern this time is that if he loses, when he loses, we might have to put him on suicide watch.
They put him on suicide. I don't care.
He's supposed to have a little
He got kids.
He's supposed to have a little
Kids
bit more
going-
compassion than that.
His
bro.
kids watch out for him. They've been watching him this long.
I'm not so sure.
That Don Jr. been watching out for his daddy. Then watch it for his daddy when they lose.
Don Jr. I don't know, something wrong with that guy. I
He
would
got
think.
too much of his daddy in him. That's what
I think that
he drunk the Kool-Aid.
this is a bad candidate.
It was sour grape Kool-Aid.
He only started running because he don't want to go to jail, right? Now I'm hoping he if he wins, and I don't think he will. I agree with you. I don't think he's gonna win.
Mhm.
But here's why I'm really looking forward to him losing. There's 3 reasons. Number one is he said if he loses, it's gonna be a civil war. Okay,
Mhm.
let's see what happens.
All right, we run out of time.
Let's see what happens. We started late. We didn't get to the song, but we did because we started late. We had some technical difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
We straightened them out, though.
Yeah, for this session.
Man, this time moves so fast, bro.
Yeah, you talk too much.
I know you ain't talking. I know you ain't talking.
But this is a talk show.
But just remember, if you're a believer,
Mm-hmm.
when you go to the polls, understand that you're not just a citizen of America voting. If you're a believer, you're also a citizen of the kingdom of God.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just about the policies. It's more than just the policies. Policies can change through the law. Laws change all the time. Our job is to make sure we put people in place that will bring in and usher in the fairness that God desires that we walk in.
Yep.
We need a candidate. I keep hearing everybody lies, right? I know you heard that
Yeah.
hundreds of times.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody lies like this particular candidate.
Yeah. That boy.
I mean,
I think sometimes he don't even think he lied.
no, look,
Think he believe his own stuff.
I'm with you on that. I think he lies so much that even the devil, he's the father of the lie. So I think he's like, yo, Lord, come on.
The devil said, come on, Lord, come on. This guy.
You see this guy?
Either that or he down there clapping. Look at that joker. I'm gonna get him soon.
Everybody
Yeah,
down to give him a stand ovation. Yeah. That was a good one.
One or the other.
One or the other.
I like that one. The devil said, Lord, come on. Look at this guy.
I'm bad. I thought I was bad.
Oh, man. He beat me.
But that's the thing, though. It's
Oh, man.
this
That
is
was
history
funny.
in the making right here.
Mm.
And bro, I'm excited
I'm
to
excited
see what
too.
happens because we thought Obama's election was going to be off the charts, and it was.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, I mean,
Yeah.
people were crying. First of all, I don't know what you're crying for. What you crying for?
I think they was just happy to see it. Because a lot of people thought they'd never see that.
Grown men crying.
Yeah, you thought
they never see it.
You
but
never thought you would see a black man with the presidency. You never thought you would see that, man. People was, I can understand the crying. I can understand it. I can understand.
I can't.
I can't. See,
I can't understand it.
see, that's, I get it.
I can understand the crying.
That's
Don't get me
it.
wrong. I don't understand the necessity to cry.
Okay.
Not in public like that. You know what I mean?
He's not in public. Go in the closet.
Go in the closet.
The appearance says it. Go in the closet. Nope, get out of here.
You remember when you was in high school and you got hurt? What did your coach tell you? Walk it off.
Yeah, walk it off.
You start crying, you feeling some sort of way, walk it off. All I'm saying is,
oh man,
if you thought that was an emotional time,
yeah, it was emotional.
She wins this election, it's gonna be very emotional.
I think this one's probably gonna supersede that one.
Very emotional because number one, she is intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
Now Trump talking about she's not intelligent. You know where that's coming from?
Mm-mm.
That's coming from the 1700s.
Yeah.
Dude, what's his name? Johann Blumenthal.
Mm-hmm.
That did the whole classification of the human race.
Oh yeah.
That's something that he came up with. He's measuring skulls and talking about how smart they were based on the size of the head.
Yeah. I mean, I just see it as another lie.
That was just another way of being racist because they wanted to have the superiority complex kick in and stay there.
That was just another lie.
It was.
Just
but look how much damage that lie did.
Mm-hmm.
So every time he says she's unintelligent, that's going directly back to the 1700s
People,
with that dude, Joseph, I think it's Johann or Joseph Blumenthal, something like that.
I tell you what, just better understand the lie. Because he's trying to degrade.
Which one?
All of them.
Because he got a lot of them.
Yeah, all of them. Anyone he talking bad about
suitcase.
His opponent.
He got a suitcase with nothing filled with nothing but lies.
Anything that's diminishing this opponent, whatever one, you got to know it's a lie. It's a lie that he just want to put upon the people so he can get people to vote for him. It's selfish too. It's real selfish.
That's what it is. Everything with him is selfish. Selfishness is not a godly characteristic. That's not what we're supposed to be walking. We're not. What does the scripture say?
I tell you what, I know.
Do unto others as you would have them
do unto you.
Now, what does it also say about leadership?
Yeah.
If anybody desires to be great, they must first be what? A servant.
Yep, sir.
This guy's me, my.
That's all he about.
Me, I.
I cannot have nobody lead me talking that way.
No, what really bothers me about what he says, he said, he never makes a mistake. Come on, man.
My favorite lie.
He's never wrong. He never makes a mistake. Come on, man.
Yo, my favorite lie about Trump is he the greatest. He the greatest to ever do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the greatest president that ever did it. I'm the greatest president. That is this. You know his hand going. You know how Trump lying. His hand go back and forth like this here.
Yeah, that's who play that accordion. That invisible accordion.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm lying again.
His nose isn't growing physically, but it's growing spiritually.
Yeah. So that's how you know
it's crossing state lines, man.
You know he's saying some lies when his hand go back and forth like that.
But you touched on it earlier. You said he's flipped the script.
Yeah, he flipped the script. That's why I tell you when he talk about
everybody that it's about love, man. What? Man. And her campaign is about hate. His is about
love. Yeah, you can't tell me that.
And people are falling for that.
You talk about that rally he did in New York City, man. Up over there in New York City. You talking about all that love? What was the love?
That wasn't love, man.
Everybody was degrading everybody.
And did you hear what he said about that? He did one of the interviews and he said, "Oh, they said it was the Nazis who were there. The Nazis." Yeah, man, the Nazis were there in 1939.
Yeah.
And what the Nazis were saying in their rally was the same thing that you were saying in your rally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brother.
It's all similar.
I'm just saying, America, we have to be smarter than this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have to be smart.
What's his name? Jermaine Jackson had the song "Don't Take It Personal."
Don't take
Well, I'm not saying that. Take it personal. Take it personal. I'm not saying that. Take it personal.
Really, people, man, I just encourage everybody to vote. Vote with your heart. Vote knowing what you want to vote
Don't
for.
just vote with your heart. Please.
Look, vote
Some
for
people's heart ain't right.
Yeah. Vote where it helps you. With your candidate going to benefit you and your family and your future family, because
That's the key.
Yeah,
that's the key.
Your future family. Your future family, because
this guy's talking about taking away your rights.
Yeah.
She's talking about expanding your rights.
Exactly.
Improving on your rights.
That's
to help you improve your life. And he's talking about taking away your rights.
So we have to vote in mind
Think,
what this candidate is going to do for me as well as my family and my future family. What they leading us into, not to what they're going to do for us now, because now this is a stepping stone. Everything has steps. So we start here with Kamala. 4 years down the line, Guess what? It's time for her to come up for a re-election. So if she could accomplish, what she needs to accomplish in them 4 years, maybe she could get another term and accomplish the rest.
And think about it like this: if she doesn't do well in her first 4 years, then you don't vote for her in the next term. As simple as that.
As simple as that.
I'll tell you one thing I know for a fact we're not going to have to worry about. We're not going to have to worry about her being impeached. We're not. You know why? Because she listens to the people.
Yeah, she do.
And she takes into consideration the advice of the people around her.
Yep.
Who know.
And what I like about her also, she just don't listen to one side. She listened to everybody. She listened to Republicans, Democrat, Independents. She'd be like, all right, come on. Let's all sit at the table. Let's hash this out. Let's see what's wrong. And then fix it. That's what she is. She's about solving the problem. She could have talked to all sides. And she's building that by these Republicans that's backing her. The ones that's backing her, she can relate to.
I think
the president's, hold on one second.
Go ahead.
The president's job is to bring people together to help us.
Exactly. And I was going to touch on that real quick, but
go ahead.
But you just said it. So to that, I'll say, keep that in mind when you go vote. And thank you for saying what I was about to say.
You good.
When you look at the difference between the two candidates, let that be front and center, because the word tells us what? Mark them who cause division among
you. Yep. Absolutely.
Right? And from such, turn away.
Yep.
So if somebody's specifically saying we're not supposed to be working together, there's a problem right there. She's saying, listen, we all in this country together. Yeah, we got our differences, but we got to come together to work to bring this country back to a standard.
Yep. Bring it along. Yep.
I can't say back to a standard. Let me correct myself. Because I don't think we were ever at that standard.
No.
I think America failed God a long time ago. I heard one pastor say America's greatest sin was slavery. And I can agree with that. I can agree with that, but I don't think that was the only sin. That's why I say I'm glad he said the greatest sin. So I can agree with that. I'm glad he said the greatest sin. Because America has a lot of sins. We got a lot of sins in this country. And listen, none of us are perfect.
That's right.
Right? We all fall short of the glory of God.
And the Bible says we was born into sin.
Right. So
it take a lot to come out of it.
The thing is, when you fall down, get up.
That's it.
Dust yourself off. Whatever you can't reach, make sure that you let God get it. Be willing to let God get it. And be willing to let God show you how not to fall again.
That's it.
We are in that situation right now today with this election. You can go to this level of, well, you can go with me, and I. But notice, when you fell down, who was there to pick you up?
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to have somebody there to pick you up. And when you got me, I, it's only you.
Mm-hmm.
It's only you.
My thing is,
Let God help you, man.
yeah. And I believe this. I believe this is. I mean, this will be it. I'll say this. I guess we're in.
We'll end it with that.
Yeah.
What you got?
My,
Say it. Say it.
my thing is, all through the Bible, when people ask, cry out for help from God, He raised people up, right?
Yes, he does.
So we are crying now. This election, we are crying. The United States is crying to get order and structure, come back to this country.
Yeah. Some kind
I
of
believe,
decency.
yeah, I believe He
Moral.
raised someone up, and we about to vote for her.
Yeah.
This
I agree.
Tuesday,
I agree.
He raised her up. Because you got to look at how this came about. If you don't know the history, well, it's a little history right now. It's more recent. But if you don't know how she came into her place of a candidate, you need to check her background. And God placed her here for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to take that into consideration.
We didn't get to the song,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll do that next time. I promise you, we'll do that next time.
So
But this is too important.
Yeah, we had to talk about the election today because that's what everybody talking about. We had to talk about, but we got plenty more. We got plenty more to come. We're gonna be here every Saturday, 6 o'clock. So y'all tune in. This is Ronald McConaughey. I'm sure we
Hit that
out.
subscribe button, brother. Hit that
Yeah,
subscribe.
it's subscribe
Hit
button.
that subscribe, man.
You leave comments.
Interact with us.
Yeah, interact with us, and we'll see you next week. All right. Amen.
God willing.
Peace. Who hit the button?
I pressed the button.
We pressed it already?
There we go.
We froze.